Imagine this. You're scrolling through your feed and bam, another cat video. But why do some of us hit like instantly while others scroll past? Well, some people find cats mysterious, independent, and a little unpredictable, but you absolutely love them. In fact, some people connect with cats more than with most humans. But have you ever wondered why? What is it about cats that makes you adore them? What if I told you that loving cats isn't just about fluffy fur and funny memes? It's a window into your deepest personality, your mindset, and even the way your brain works. Stick around, because by the end, you'll know if you're a true cat person and why it might make you smarter, happier, and even a bit mysterious. Let's jump in. First off, if you're watching this, chances are you're either a die-hard cat lover or you're spying on one, like your friend who posts cat pics nonstop. But seriously, cats have taken over the internet. There are over 500 million cats worldwide and billions of views on cat videos every year. So what's the deal? Psychology tells us it's not random. Cat lovers share some unique traits that set them apart. And once you notice them, every cat lover suddenly makes sense. Think about the typical cat lover. Their phone probably has hundreds of cat photos. Their camera roll looks like a documentary about their pet's daily life. Sleeping, stretching, looking out the window, doing absolutely nothing. And somehow, every single moment feels important. But here's what makes cats fascinating. Unlike many other pets, cats don't constantly demand attention. They choose when they want to interact, which means if a cat likes you, it almost feels like you've earned it. And that feeling is one reason cat lovers form such strong bonds with them. But psychology suggests there's something even deeper going on. To find out that, let's talk about some personality traits of cat lovers. Trait number 1. One of the biggest psychological traits of cat lovers is independence. Cats are famously independent animals. They don't constantly seek approval. They like affection, but only on their own terms. And interestingly, people who love cats often share that same mindset. They usually enjoy their own space, they value personal freedom, and they tend to be comfortable spending time alone without feeling lonely. This doesn't mean they dislike people. It just means they appreciate quiet moments and personal boundaries. In many ways, cat lovers understand cats because they think a little like them. Trait number 2. Have you ever noticed how cat owners talk about their pets? They'll say things like, "She only sits there when she's in a playful mood," or "That little tail movement means she's annoyed." Cat lovers become experts at reading tiny behavioral signals. Because cats don't communicate as obviously as some other pets, you have to pay attention to small clues. And over time, this trains cat lovers to become extremely observant people. They notice details. They read body language. They pick up on subtle emotional changes. And that ability often carries over into how they understand other people too. Trait number 3. Cats are curious creatures. They explore everything. Boxes, corners, random objects on the floor. And interestingly, cat lovers often have a similar personality trait. Psychology research has suggested that cat owners score slightly higher in curiosity and openness to new experiences. They enjoy learning, exploring ideas, trying new things, and they often appreciate creativity, art, and unusual hobbies. It's almost like the curiosity of cats and the curiosity of their owners somehow match. Trait number 4. Here's something unique about cats. You can't force them to like you. If you chase a cat around trying to hug it, it will probably disappear. But if you sit quietly and let the cat come to you, it might jump into your lap. This dynamic teaches something powerful, respecting boundaries, and many cat lovers naturally adopt this mindset in their relationships. They tend to respect other people's space. They understand that trust takes time, and they're usually more comfortable with relationships that develop slowly and naturally. Now, let's talk about why cats appeal to us psychologically. All right, let's look a little deeper. Have you ever noticed how a cat's purr instantly makes you feel calm? That's not just a feeling. There's actually science behind it. A cat's purr vibrates at a frequency between 25 and 150 hertz. Scientists believe this range can help the body relax and may even help with healing and reducing stress. And something else happens too. When you pet a cat, your brain releases a chemical called oxytocin. This is often called the love hormone. It's the same chemical that helps create strong emotional bonds between people, like between parents and their children. So when you spend time with a cat, your brain is literally creating feelings of comfort and connection. But there's also a psychological reason many people love cats. Cats naturally respect personal space. They don't demand attention all the time. Instead, they approach you when they feel comfortable. Because of this, people who value independence and personal boundaries often connect with cats more easily. In a way, cats teach patience. You can't force them to trust you. They slowly build that trust over time. Some people like to compare it to relationships. Dogs are often very excited and always looking for attention. Cats, on the other hand, can be a little mysterious. They take their time before getting close. And for many people, that makes the bond feel more special.
There's also an interesting historical reason. Cats were domesticated by humans about 9,000 years ago, which is much later than dogs. Because of this, cats kept more of their independent nature. And throughout history, cats have often been connected with mystery. Finally, there's something about their appearance. Humans naturally feel protective toward things that look like babies. Big eyes, soft fur, small faces. Cats have many of these features, which is why people often find them incredibly cute. Sometimes people even feel the urge to squeeze them because they're so adorable. Scientists call this cute aggression. So when you combine all these things, comfort, independence, mystery, and cuteness, it becomes easier to understand why so many people feel such a strong connection with cats. And for many cat lovers, that connection feels almost natural.
Now let's talk about one of the best parts of having a cat, how they can actually improve your mental and emotional well-being. The benefits. For many people, spending time with a cat is incredibly relaxing. Studies have shown that petting a cat can lower blood pressure and reduce stress. In fact, research from the American Heart Association found that interacting with pets can quickly lower stress hormones in the body. Think about it. You've had a long, stressful day. You come home feeling tired and overwhelmed. Then your cat walks over, sits next to you, and starts purring. There's no judgment, no pressure, just a quiet moment of comfort. And for many people, that simple moment can make a huge difference.
Cats can also help reduce feelings of loneliness. For people who spend a lot of time alone, like introverts, students, or people who work from home, a cat can be the perfect companion. They're there with you, but they don't constantly demand attention. That balance makes them easy to live with. Research published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology has found that many cat owners report higher life satisfaction, especially people who live alone or are older. But cats also teach something important. Because cats communicate in subtle ways, through their body language, their eyes, and their movements, owners learn to pay attention to small signals. Over time, this can actually improve empathy and emotional awareness.
Here's another fascinating thing. Cats are surprisingly good at sensing human emotions. Many cat owners notice that their cat comes closer when they're feeling sad or stressed. Cats often rub against their owners. Part of this behavior is how cats mark people with their scent, using pheromones, but it also creates a feeling of comfort and connection. And because of this calming effect, cats are sometimes used as therapy animals. In hospitals and care homes, therapy cats can help reduce anxiety and bring comfort to patients. So owning a cat isn't just about having a cute pet. For many people, it becomes a source of calm, companionship, and emotional support.
Next, the big debate: cat lovers versus dog lovers. There has always been a fun debate between cat lovers and dog lovers. Many people like to compare their personalities. In general, dog lovers are often seen as more outgoing and energetic. They usually enjoy social activities, teamwork, and being around people. Dogs themselves are very loyal and love being part of a group, which is why dog owners often enjoy that same sense of connection. Cat lovers, on the other hand, are often described as more independent and creative. They may enjoy quiet time, personal space, and doing things in their own way. A study from Carroll University found something interesting. People who prefer dogs often like structure and routine, while people who prefer cats are usually more comfortable with flexibility and freedom. But this doesn't mean someone has to choose only one. Many people love both cats and dogs. Psychologists also think that our early life experiences can influence the kind of pets we feel comfortable with. For example, people who enjoy constant affection and companionship might prefer dogs, but people who like a calmer, more independent relationship may feel more comfortable with cats. There is also a common stereotype that cat lovers are a little crazy, but research doesn't really support that idea. In fact, studies show that cat lovers are just as emotionally stable as anyone else. Some researchers even suggest they may be more relaxed and easygoing. So in the end, there isn't really a winner between cats and dogs. It simply comes down to what kind of personality and lifestyle fits you best. But if you're someone who loves cats, then you probably already understand why they're so special. Last up, busting myths. There are many common myths about cats and the people who love them, but most of these ideas are simply not true. Myth number 1. Cat lovers are loners. Many people think that if someone loves cats, they must prefer being alone all the time, but that's not really accurate. Most cat lovers enjoy spending time with others. They are just a bit more selective about who they spend their time with. Myth number 2. Cats don't love their owners. This is another very common misunderstanding. Cats do form strong bonds with their owners. They just show their affection in quieter and more subtle ways. For example, a cat may sit next to you, follow you around the house, or gently rub against you. These are all ways cats show trust and affection. Myth number 3. All cat ladies are single. This stereotype has been around for a long time, but it isn't true. Many people who love cats have happy relationships, families, and active social lives. Psychology shows that loving cats is simply a normal preference. In reality, enjoying the company of cats is a healthy and common trait shared by millions of people around the world. So there you have it. From creative traits to stress-busting benefits, it's clear. Loving cats says a lot about your awesome self. Remember this, if you are a cat lover, there's a good chance you're independent, observant, curious, and someone who values meaningful connections. In other words, your personality might be more similar to cats than you realize, and maybe that's exactly why the bond works so well.